Hello, I am live. A little bit early today. And we'll see who shows up. We're going to be talking about dreams and anger. Okay. My hair is looking crazy. This camera is a little different from my other one. So, excuse me while I do camera makeup. Action camera makeup. Wow. It's hard to do stuff in the reversed. So this is for members only. And I'm early, so maybe it didn't start because it's supposed to start at 12. No, it says we're live. Oh, there's people here. Hello. Welcome to members. We're going to answer your questions. I am live. And I'm going to tell you about the dream I had. We're going to look at your dreams. And we're going to, are we going to talk about anger? I guess. I hope everybody had a good holiday. Welcome to members. I am going to answer your questions here, your personal questions. And we usually do some type of a healing. Welcome to, what is that? Oh, hi. Okay. Happy Saturday. Hi, Gail. Hi, sweetie. Hi, Nancy. Welcome. And let's just start by kind of just getting grounded. And so I usually say a prayer before I get on in case you wanted to know. But I'm just going to ask that everybody here receive healing and blessing and the information that they need. May your heart's mind, body, soul, spirit be healed in all time and directions. May you receive the information, the answers that you are looking for now or when the time is right. And let's all just take this time for you to have time. Some of you might have been busy at the holidays with family or company or events or other schedule issues, travel. Some of you may have been by yourselves. I spent many a Christmas with my pets. And that's a good thing because that meant that I was setting boundaries with abusive family members. Yeah, and so that was kind of hard at first until I realized that Christmas for me was an inside job. It was about peace and joy. Okay, so that's my prayer, and then I pray this in the name of all your benevolent guides, your guardian angels, in the ascended masters that watch over us, the highest beings of light, the archangels Michael, Raphael, the goddesses, the Mary Magdalena, Mother Mary, Yeshua, Kuan Yin, the sorcerer Merlin, and let's just breathe and ground. If you want, you can just kind of go inside and just, by closing your eyes, you go into the bigger world, the world of spirit. And just kind of, oh, there's spirit. Hi, Michael. There's our higher self. Oh, yes, our higher self is here. Actually, they told me that I don't work with her very often, but the goddess Isis is here, and Metatron, the archangel Metatron, are here. And there is the goddess Ishtar. Lots of beings of light here to help us. Thank you for your assistance. And let's just continue to close our eyes and let's do some relaxing breaths and just kind of check in with your body and let yourself ground and kind of just be in this moment, this present moment. So let's take a few breaths. So breathing in through your nose And then exhale. Let's do some exhale. 3, breathing in through the nose and exhale through the mouth. When you're exhaling, you're letting go of the stale air and all the old energy. So breathing in. Hold 2, 3, 4, and exhale. Again, please. Hold and release. Do not do this while you are driving. Excellent. So let's just kind of feel into our body. And as I'm grounding and kind of checking in with myself, they're reminding me of, we're going to talk about dreams and we're going to talk about anger. And we're going to first kind of check in about our holidays, if anybody wants to share. I spent holiday with my family. A lot of them are MAGAs. That was interesting. Or they used to be MAGA, but okay. There was something else. There was something else coming in. So let me check back in. They're just talking about, like, let's really make sure we get grounded. Let's breathe and relax. And so if you are driving a car, or you have a lot of people around, or you're out traveling, you can listen, but watch this again. Don't do the grounding or the closing your eyes, of course, part, or the healing part till you get home and you're alone, and you can watch this again because you're a member now. Okay, so hi, David. I assume we retain our basic spirit but play various roles such as villain, etc. to help us learn and appreciate and grow when we reincarnate. Is that true? Yeah, definitely. And David, I want you to contact me. We're going to do some healing, but I want you to contact me about homeopathic remedy. I can't prescribe them, but I can tell you what other people use. Okay, I can tell you what Spirit says. On the issue that you've been healing, and I want to say this, sometimes people create, this higher self creates an issue that brings our conscious awareness to changing our diet, or letting go of the past, or a past life, or an emotion, energy that isn't serving us. Okay. Hi, Jason. Sometimes, so that's true for all, whatever ails us. And the remedy may be medical, it may be physical, like diet or sleep or exercise, and it could be energetic, it could be spiritual, emotional. Okay. Or it could be all of the above. Oh, my microphone, I didn't have it on, sorry. So there are also times when our body, our higher self, creates something to remind us, to bring us back to the spiritual path. So I've known of people who have gotten cancer. There's one famous psychic, Linda G, got cancer and got closer to her spirit guides. That's happened to me, where I've had illness that went on for months and months. It's in stories in my book, where I just decided maybe I should just kill myself because I couldn't get out of bed and I could barely walk. I was so weak. And I was very depressed. This was, 30 years ago or something. And what happened was it led me to a spiritual path. So sometimes there's an illness that isn't just healed in 1 hour session, or even, eventually everything heals. But sometimes we create something, and not in all cases, but in some cases, when you've been everywhere and praying and done everything you can, you've been to the doctors, you've been to, you've changed your diet, you've gotten healings and everything, and it's just not getting better, or only gets better when you're doing a spiritual healing, is because you're meant to connect with the world of spirit. That's why your soul is here. It's like your body will present its bill, is what I'm saying. So sometimes when something doesn't heal right away, it's meant, there's a purpose or a reason for it. For instance, not the same, but similar, I've gotten a lot of illness and diseases and injuries, a lot of things I could tell you, and I healed them all. And now I know how to help assist other people with those because I had them myself. Is that a desirable thing that a soul would want to do? Probably not consciously, but if you're an older soul or a wiser soul, sometimes you choose a little bit more of a difficult lesson, and sometimes it comes at certain times of your life when that awakening is meant to happen. In other words, most people think that the healing is that they're physically well, but when actually the healing is that you've grown and evolved spiritually, and the physical comes with that, if that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. Okay. Oh, in regards to my last question, what about narcissists? I understand they are born that way. Is that their basic spirit? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So now we're getting into some deep stuff that I could talk for hours on, but just basically, I don't understand everything, because to me, I don't understand evil. I just abhor it and am here to bring light and healing. But there are some spirits that are narcissistic and evil. Now, are they actually possessed by darker energies? Yeah. Are those energies powerful? Are they anywhere else than Earth? No. They're here because people believe in fear, and people are being controlled here. We don't really know the truth of a lot of things. We only know, we only are using 7% of our brain. We don't really know everything, and we can't know everything in 1 minute, but that's why we're on the spiritual path. But for narcissists, it can be that someone is here to play a dark role, and that soul has sometimes that soul is just, every darkest narcissist and evil person really just wants love and approval, but they're just so damaged, and they usually have, when somebody is abusive and narcissistic, they have lower energies. Like everybody here has angels and guides. Now you might have some fear energy or anger energy in your space or whatever, but it's not really who you are. For them, it's like we wouldn't listen to go hurt somebody. But if a person listens to a lower energy, a thought form or spirit, whatever, that says go hurt this person, then they're in agreement with it. If you have enough of your good angels or your higher self, or enough, you're an old enough soul, or you have enough wisdom to go, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to speed my car and run it into something or hurt somebody. So we are more connected to our better angels, you'd say. Oh, bird just came really close to the window. Sorry. It just took a dove. So we're here to bring love and peace. Narcissists have another path. And what that soul decides to do, and if that soul can heal, I mean, I do believe in forgiveness. I do believe in redemption. But you need to be really careful. If you're dealing with a narcissist, don't expect that. I mean, expect people to act, hope for the best, but expect them to act the way they've always acted. I have learned a lot from narcissists. I have narcissistic mother, narcissistic exes. My son is not a narcissist, but he married a narcissist. And so I've dealt with her and being abusive to my grandchildren. Very painful, deep stuff. But what I know from all of this is that my role is to take lemon and make lemonade. That's what we're here. That's my strength. What their path is, it's different for every person, and it always surprises me, the answers I get. And as I experience life, like I could tell you a story about my Christmas, but it's going to be in my political video that comes out. If you watch that, I don't want to do that here because I want to tell you about my dream and I want to answer your questions. But I hope that answers your question. Okay. Wow, we have 44 people here. Wow. Okay. I want to tell you about my dream, and so I'm channeling, so I'm really kind of on a higher level here. So sorry if I'm a little. I'm really connected up with the guide. So anyway, I had this dream that this bull, this angry bull, bull, was chasing me, and I ran and climbed over this fence. A fence is like a border to get away from the angry bull. And then I went up this walkway and ran into the house and closed the door. The house is a symbol of the self. So the bull is the angry male. It was a bull, so it was a male. So that's everything in a dream is me, is you. So that's the anger part or the anger energy I'm dealing with. And I went inside and I closed the door and I noticed my dog was out there. So I'm like, Apollo, get in, get in. So I opened the door, and after I'm running away from the bull because the bull's going to kill me, I look out and the bull's still there. And so all of a sudden I lost my fear of him, and I was like, go away, go away. And this tree got got chopped off. And then we got inside and the bull was, I guess, gone. So how I relate this in my life, I've been looking at Apollo's been having allergies. So 2 different people told me it's harder for a psychic to see things when they're close to me. It's harder for me to see it. But I have been getting the feeling I need to get off beef. And this acupuncturist told me people who eat beef are angry. I'm like, I don't think I'm angry, but there's no mistake about mad cow disease. Sometimes I feel like I'm like, am I crazy? So that's just this energy because all these changes and the awakenings I've been going through and stuff. And so I think it's connected to like Bowles, mad cow disease. And I've just been getting this feeling that I need to get off the beef. And that dream confirmed it for me to get off the beef, and then don't be afraid of it. And then my dog's been eating beef too. And he's been having itching problems. And I've been doing some healings on him. And I knew to change his diet. And then 2 people told me, yeah, you need to get him off the beef. And then I had the dream. So it was just a confirmation about everything. And so that's what I wanted to talk about. What are you letting go of? So that's what I'm letting go of. I've been a vegetarian. I was a vegetarian for like 10 years. And then because I was healing type 2 diabetes, because I've healed everything. So then I had to eat protein, I thought anyway, for a while. But now I feel like I'm done with that because I don't like hurting critters. And it's kind of gross to me to eat meat, but I felt like I had to. So I want to know, what are you letting go of in the comments? Or do you know what you want to let go of? And how, I'm going to tell you how your dreams can help you to let go of it. We'll actually set a dream space. That's what we're going to do at the end of this hour. If I stop talking, we'll have time for questions. But what is it? Do you know what you want to let go of going into this new year, this new beginning year? This new year is a begin. We've been living through the end of the paradigm. Okay. It's not the end of time. It's the end of this time. And the new year starts 2026, like next Thursday. And then the Chinese New Year, the fire horse, starts in the middle of February. So we got new beginnings coming. So what is it? Do you know? Do you want to know? What are the thoughts that you've been getting about I need to change. Like I've been thinking, I don't want to eat this beef. Oh, the other thing I'm letting go of is I'm not doing stuff I don't want to do anymore. Like if I don't want to do it, maybe that's a sign that I shouldn't do it. I love working with people, so I'm going to keep doing this. But other stuff like I don't want to do that. It doesn't feel right anymore. So I'm listening to that. Also, from being around my family this holiday, and a lot of you may have experienced this, because you could be letting go of relationships or letting go of not setting boundaries with people, is that my family doesn't believe in me and what I do. They never have. It's part of my soul agreement to make me stronger within myself. So they don't believe what I do. They think that I'm, one of those psychic people, whatever, And I'm like, people benefit from my work. People like my work. I'm helping people. And they're like, no way. How could that be? So when I'm around them, even though they don't say it anymore, because I've set boundaries, like you're not allowed to talk to me like that. And I respect what I do. And I'm on a sacred path, and I honor that, and I honor that you're not. So anyway, even though they don't say it, that's the energy they sit in. It's like they throw pictures at me, which are beliefs like you're this or you're that. And when I'm around them, it kind of lights up those pictures. And then I start to feel like every psychic and healer or spiritual person has this. They have this from the witch trials, from the time of Merlin or Camelot. They have this, or other times, from religious training, that says you shouldn't do this work. Every psychic and healer has this, like, are you making this up? Are you a phony? You're a fake. And people throw pictures at me all the time, like, are you the real deal? Do you know what you're talking about? And then you know what I tell them? I say, probably not. because I'm not going to play that game with people. If you want to think that, okay, that's your choice. But then when they get a healing from me, they're scared of me. They're like, and I don't hurt anybody, but it just, they're like, oh, either they think I'm wonderful and they start calling me, to work with me more, or they're like, oh, what just happened? I'm like, yeah, I don't know. You released some energy. I guess you're feeling the real deal here. Anyway, so what is it that you are letting go of? And dreams are an excellent way. So like I said, we're going to do that dream thing. Anybody else got any questions or comments? Do you know? Why is one shoulder higher? Okay. Never. What's all right? Sorry. Do you know what you're letting go of? Is it a relationship? I thought maybe I just need to clean out my refrigerator, which is partially true because my issue with food. So Nancy, I know what I need to let go of. Okay. All right. Maybe we should do a letting go of ceremony here. Okay. Now, before we do that, if anybody else wants to share what they're going to let go of, if you don't want to share it here, this is a private place. I'm constantly getting rid of fear. Excellent. Excellent. So the more we let go of fear, the better off we are. We want to come into love and harmony. And I think it's this camera, oh, I know what it is. I have my overalls strap in there. Here it is. I'm wearing overalls, and it's making it look like I had a bump on my shoulder. I'm like, what is going on? I'm so vain. Okay. Okay. I'm constantly that's what we want to do. We want to drop into love. Whenever you notice, am I making decisions out of fear? Because that never usually works. A lot of times when I was younger and the kids were asking me for stuff, and I'd be like, I can't afford that. How am I going to do that? And I really wanted to give it to them, like something they needed. And there was a part of me that says, you can do this. And I'd be like, okay. Now, I don't mean silliness. I know I'm always able to manifest. Everything I need comes to me. So I would make decisions out of say yes to life, say yes to them, because I needed to give them what they needed. I needed to give them a good life. I needed to be there at their game, or I needed to buy them that new pair of shoes or whatever. And so I would say yes, and then I'd go like, okay, guides, help me. I don't know how I'm going to do this. And now I use that in bigger things. Like I don't make decisions out of fear. You don't want to jump, if you're in pressure, jump out of the fire into the pot. You know what I'm saying? Wait till you get the right guidance and follow that and build a trust with your guides. But the more, when you're afraid, drop into like, where's my love? Drop into love. Love yourself or the situation. Send love to it to heal it. Okay? That's excellent, Jason. I love that you have that awareness, because that's how you kind of peel the layers of the, the judgment, the persecution here on earth, the especially in this energy. So so you know, the souls that come to earth are the bravest souls. We are very brave, and you are here doing this every day. When you wake up, you're here. You've got another chance, and you can do this. And even when I'm afraid, like, I don't want to do that, it feels scary, but I know I need to, I get up and I do it anyway. So I don't let fear control my decisions either. Like, I want to go to the beach, but I'm afraid, big waves will come, and what if something happens, and blah, blah. So I go there and I make sure I don't turn my back, because Sonoma County has a lot of sneaker waves, and I always have a great time. And I work through that fear, and then I can go to the beach and I'm not afraid anymore. So you see what I'm saying? Because I know I'm taken care of. And I went out there and did it. If I I wasn't born to stay home and hide in the closet from everything. You have to, when you face your fears, face it head on, it's like you work through it and then it's not there anymore. So that's another way of dealing with fear besides bringing love. I don't let any negativity around me. I encase them in a bubble of light. I love that. Remember the other day, weeks ago, when we did the bubble of light? Yeah, that was really cool. Good job, Gail. David, I have trouble letting go of experiences of people that have wronged me or hurt me. Yes, but then you don't want to hold that in your body, okay? So you're holding on to what other people did to you. Well, first of all, don't judge yourself, because then they hurt you and then you're kicking your own butt. So don't do that. But understand that if you can find a way to let go, sometimes praying for people who have wronged you can really help. It changes the energy all of a sudden. You don't have to hang around them. You don't have to let them do it again. But it's almost like if you don't forgive them, the energy is being resisted and it stays stuck, and then nothing changes. But if you can let it go somehow, or even pray to have the willingness to let it go, or even say, don't let my anger hurt them, because it's their karma, it's not yours. But holding on to it can cause pain in your body. Oops. Yeah. So when you look at it like that, because bodies are our biggest divination tool. So a lot of people out there might have this, like, are you still, and I know it's hard. We don't like this current president, most people, and a lot of people hate him, and I can't stand him, but I don't have to be around him. And on some level, I don't want to hold on to that, because then it's taken all my power and my energy. It's like you have an electrical currency going towards those people. Like, take your energy back from them. Find a way, either pray that they have divine justice and that they are staying away from you, and that the highest good for them to learn what they need to learn comes to them. And I did that. if you watch my political video, it'll be out later today. I've been praying for my son for like 30 years, and I'm like, is this even working? And my guide said to me, without him, without you, he'd be lost. And I was like, oh. And his wife, who I wanted to hate because she's a child abuser, but I show up anyway with my boundaries and my love and my wisdom and my light. And I don't have to. I used to just like, I'm not going over there. And the energy changed enough. And she went over there and she told me, I've been praying for evil people to leave my life. And I was like, oh. And I was like, okay. I didn't say anything. Yeah. But that's how it works. Okay? And sometimes dark and negative people are here to teach us to love ourselves. Or we agreed to come in with parents like that. And I know that's hard to understand. Like, why would I do that? Why would God, the other question I get was like, why would God let bad things happen to good people if there is a God? Because, or goddess, whatever you want to call it, because you're here in a school. Don't forget where you are. There's free will here. There's a reason there's free will. We're not controlled. The free will is here so we can learn and develop and grow. You are here to learn. You are here to make lemonade out of lemons, because that's what life gives you on planet Earth, especially now. Okay, let's answer some questions. If it's anger, let's see. I think it's anger that I have to keep a tedious day job to support myself. Okay. So pray about it. Let's do a manifesting, and we'll create some space in, we might have to go longer here. I hope that's okay, because there's a lot of people here. I didn't expect that. So welcome everybody who's new to my channel. Okay, but about your job. There may be something that you're there, someone that you're there to learn from or to teach something. You may be changing the energy there. You may just be working in this lifetime or this time of your life on creating prosperity and abundance. And 2026 is about new beginnings. So you might want to ask to have a dream about creating something new, a new job opportunity. A lot of times people get jobs that mirror the way they were abused in their family, and then the family didn't appreciate them, and then the job doesn't appreciate them. See what I'm saying? So when you heal that within yourself, start appreciating yourself. All of a sudden, you don't need to have those people mirroring back your wound to you because you get it. Then another opportunity opens. Okay? All right. I suspect my physical issues are connected to not being able to let go of those negative experiences. Exactly. So who's that hurting you? It's not hurting them. Yeah. Okay. I don't know. I made this private. Are there 65 people here? 32 liked. Thank you for liking and subscribing to my channel. Because I don't see you in the chat room, and so I thought I made this members only, but I don't know if it is, because I don't know where all those people came from. But anyway, welcome to members. If you're watching this, I hope you benefit. And I guess it was meant to go out to the public. And thank you all my members for letting yourself be a show for. Yep, there are 65 watching on my count. Yeah. The chat is private, but I think we're public. I don't know how this keeps happening. I don't know how to do it. But if you're watching and you're part of the general public, welcome to my members. I hope you join. I hope that you get something out of this. And if any of my members here that know me want to come join us, yeah. Well, okay. So does anybody else in the members here have a question? And I can answer it in a general way to respect your privacy as much as I can. And you know, we just got to be real and authentic, you know, put ourselves out there. And it looks like I may have lost some people. People don't like it when I talk about forgiveness, but maybe they'll come back and watch later. Oh, now we went down more. And it's okay if you're here. Yeah, okay. All right, so does any of the members here want some cards before we do the healing? I'm going to move my desktop. I'm going to David. And they can't see you. There's millions of Davids and Jasons and Gails and Nancys. So. Oh. Raise your standards. Like, how do you keep getting involved with all these people? Maybe question before you get involved or somehow. I don't know if that's an issue. Or you know better. You deserve better. Okay? I don't know how you connect with raise your standards. Okay? But that's the first card I'm getting for you, David. I think the people that you're dealing with are not in integrity. That's what that means. It's like maybe it's time for new people to come into your life, to ask Spirit to bring people that match your integrity. And maybe there's something for you to learn here. You know, I was in abusive relationships, and I was told by my guides and therapists or whatever, what's your part in this? And I was like, I don't have a part. I was a victim. That was my part. And I didn't leave. I'm like, it's them. They're doing it to me. And they won't act right. And I was like trying to fix people, trying to heal people, picking the wrong people. And I needed to raise my standards. Yeah. And that was my part. There wasn't that there was something wrong with me. I had a picker problem. And sometimes our energy can be about that, so we can learn about letting go or whatever. And the highest one is what my guides told me, is that on some level I agreed to come in to suffer abuse so that people, it's called being a pawn, so that people who are abusers had a choice to stop or not. I was like, what? I don't want to do that anymore. And so I stopped doing that. Okay. So I got sensitivity. You are becoming more sensitive. Avoid harsh relationships, environments, situations, and chemicals. Okay, David? And then that kind of goes along with the first card and the question about other people. And then family. Loving your friends and family is central to your life purpose. So it's important for you to have friends and family. And this may mean that you are letting go of current friends and family, or bringing new friends and family into your life, intending new people. Okay? So there's a lot of solar eclipses coming up this coming year that are about relationships, ending and beginning of relationships. Okay. Gail. Wish upon a star. Make a wish and expect the very best. Okay. And these cards can be for anybody who's watching. When you see a card, if you feel connected to that card, like, oh, okay, then that card is for you too. Okay. Oh, dreams. Okay. So lizard is about creating with your dreams. We're going to do that today. And harmony. That's me. No. Bringing harmony into your life. See the music? Music can be so healing for us. Music and dancing. The angel playing a violin or a fiddle or something and dancing. Harmony. Okay? All right. Let's do a healing. So think about, and you're out there listening in YouTube land too, think about what you want to let go of. Or if you don't know what you want to let go of, you might want to ask to have a dream. If you remember your dreams or not, you might want to keep a pen and a paper by your bed and then intend and say a prayer, help me to have a dream about what to do about this, or show me what I need to let go of in my life. Okay? Now, in my book, White Rainbows, there are dream symbols. You can also Google on the internet, what is the spiritual meaning? Say a prayer, show me guides. What is the spiritual meaning of seeing a house or a person? Okay, so, and you might just, when you wake up, just write down the dream right away, or you'll start to forget it. You've got to do it the second of consciousness, because you're going from delta, which is deep sleep, to theta, which is where you're in a trance meditation state, to beta and alpha beta. So as your brain wakes up to beta and alpha beta, you'll forget. So write the second you wake up, write the dream down, and you might just have a feeling of like, oh, this means this. You'll just get it. Trust that more than anything you read in my book or anything you look up online. And then say, okay, guys, show me what this dream means. Okay. Then either get a reading from me about your dream or someone else, or tune into it for yourself of like, what does this mean? Okay. What was the second card? Dreams. Oh, you mean harmony. It was harmony, Gail. I found 3 of the clubs playing card on my walk. What does that mean? Oh, yeah, let's look at that. Okay. So write down your dreams. If you don't know what to let go of, you can still do this exercise, okay? So 3 of clubs. This is The Destiny Cards by Robert Camp, a well-used book. Obviously, I've had it for years. Let's look up 3 of clubs, Jason. So everything you find out in nature is always birds, clouds, trees, cards, feathers. Anything you see is always a part of your spiritual. Actually, if you live in this place of energy, everything is a message to you or coming, okay. So 3 of clubs is a card of mental creativity. It's the writer's card. It can also be a card about worry and indecision and mental stress. Use this influence for writing, either personally or professionally. Express yourself to all you meet, and you will reap positive rewards. Rewards and blessings from creative expression, writing, talking. A year of getting your ideas across to others with confidence. You will be well received. Creative expression will benefit you. Diversify your efforts. Working on more then one project at a time will also benefit you, okay? Yeah, the card you got, Gail, was harmony. Okay? The third card you got was harmony. Yeah? So creating harmony and balance in your life, that's the goal. Okay, so letting go of what isn't harmony and balance. Okay? All right, so now that you may remember a dream, have a dream, you can ask about a dream, and you're welcome. And that's a great way to know of what to let go of. And sometimes we don't know, still don't know what to let go of. So let's go in and do a little healing and a releasing ceremony for the new year. Okay? So go ahead and close your eyes and take some relaxing deep breaths. And ask, dear guardian angels, guides, and higher self, show me what I need to let go of so that I can move forward to the new year. Now, that may be a list of things, and those things may come to you in this meditation through thoughts and feelings, visions, or words, or they may come to you in the weeks to come. Whatever you don't let go of today, you will be letting go of in the astral plane or in the next couple of months. But it is time to let go. But if you don't know what to let go, then show me what you would have me let go of so that I can move forward in balance, harmony, and peace. And let's call on the most highest energies. I feel the bird, the robin here, which is the symbol of the Christos, the Christ energy. Help me to let go of fear or lack or negative relationships or anger and resentment or habits that don't work, foods that aren't good. Help me to let go of whatever it is that is preventing healing for me. And now, let's just ground yourself, breathe and ground. And the guides and angels are here. I see Archangel Michael here specifically, Metatron, and Goddess Isis. And let's create a rose for you as a symbol of you, and just ground that rose and ask them to give it a healing and clean it off. Ground the rose like you're grounding it to the bottom of a viewing screen. Okay, good. Now, show me in that rose everything that I am to let go of. And you may just see it as blobs of energy. You may not see it, but feel it and know that it's there. Just notice what it feels like. So put everything that you're ready to let go of into that rose. You might have done this on one of my other videos, but every time you do it, you're going to let go of more, believe me. And ask the guides to take that. Take everything, known or unknown, that isn't serving me, that is no longer to my benefit, and give it to your guides and angels to transmute into positive energy. And now let's create another rose. This we didn't do a couple weeks ago on my YouTube channel. And create a rose for what you would like to to know, heal, or manifest, create that rose for the new year. What would you like to manifest, know, or heal? And if you don't see it, just pretend, just look at it, okay? Just pretend. Be a kid and look at it. Just have fun. Just imagine. We're imagining. We're playing with energy. And if you don't see it, just know it's there. Feel it's there. Intend. Your intention is very powerful. Intend. There is a rose with whatever you are creating and manifesting for this year. Whatever you are meant to know about, to decipher, to unravel, to understand about yourself. Know yourself. Know your soul. You came here to heal you. A lot of times we want to fix everybody else and make the world act right. It's you. You are the one. Letting go of maybe depression or rage or resentment or comfort eating. That's a big one. Whatever is no longer benefiting your health, relationships, jobs, and put it into that rose. Help me to understand this. Help me to know this. And now send some love from your heart to yourself. So it's almost like you're detaching and you're becoming the observer of your problem, your issues, the things you're letting go of, the things that you're manifesting, the things about you that you're healing this year. Actually, let's put our finger on the center of our forehead and then imagine a light going back into the center of your head in the middle of your sixth chakra. From your finger on your forehead, there's a light going into your head. Good. That's right. Now, many of you may not have been up there very often, but this is a place where you can look at yourself and be neutral. So you're making a separation from your issues so you can be the observer of yourself. Like, what does this person, David or Jason or whatever your name is, what do they need? And observe yourself and put the rose 4 feet or more in front of you so it's outside of your main aura. You're up in the center of your head. Oh, we haven't been there in many lifetimes or maybe a while or since 2 weeks ago or whenever you saw me, because I'm always telling you to come up here and observe yourself. Be the observer to yourself, okay? And as you observe yourself and observe this rose of yours, of the energies that you're processing, letting go of, and manifesting, observe that. What does this person need? How could I best assist this person? Almost like you're your higher self and you're looking at this personality, this body. What does it need? And now drop down into your heart center in the center of your chest and send yourself love. Send that person love. Just for being here and doing it all, doing all this stuff. You know, and if you don't want to do all this stuff, just send yourself some love and peace. Why are you doing all this stuff? There's nothing wrong with you. There's nothing wrong. We're just connecting with guidance, connecting with our truth and loving ourselves. Send yourself some love. Beautiful. And now release that rose to your guides to take it up onto the dream plane where it can manifest, where clarity, dreams, visions, thoughts, and feelings will come to you in the days and the weeks to come, if not now, on what it is. You know Your higher self knows, and your guides know what you're here to let go of and what you're here to manifest. And it will become clear. And write in the comments today. Well, you can't today. You can when this comes out. Or keep a journal for yourself so you remember, this is what my soul and my guides shared with me. Even if you're just writing a feeling or thoughts about something, that is relevant. That's like pulling a thread on a sweater that's unraveling. That's how you get a message. You get a little flash of light, you get a little thought, and pull on that. And you can meditate on this. Don't overthink it. Don't push. Allow. Just allow yourself to be in this space of, I released this beautiful energy to the universe, and now allow yourself to breathe in peace and love in your heart. Because every manifestation, every healing comes back to what you really want is to feel good, to be at peace, to be in love, to be secure, to be in balance and harmony. That is our goal. And let's just bring that in now. In this new year, there is less of linear time. It's like we're coming into a place of not time, where time is more irrelevant. And you can play games with time, you can have fun with time, but just bring it into this moment of now, which is all there really is this now space. And bring in that love and harmony. And let us give thanks. And so tonight you may have a dream, or in the near future. Beware of noticing messages from your guides and your higher self of what you're here to, in this year, to let go of and to create. And let us give thanks. And so it is. Beautiful. We lost some people. That's a lot. Those are not any baby healings. Hey, I want to mention my class. If you like that, I have a sutra class coming up January 3rd. It's going to be amazing. I'm going to teach you these things to say that heal you and clear energy that are that I learned from a shaman. So I hope you join me there. And then I'm going to do a pendulum class on February 21st. How to get real answers from your pendulum. You might be surprised what you find. But check out my class. It'll be really cool. And I will see you, members, on the 2nd and the 4th. Let me make sure those are right. Because the first January is my sutra class. Yeah, you're welcome. So the 2nd and the 4th Saturday, we're here with members. So please join us. And I'm so grateful for you. Thank you for coming. And we went over. We did not go over. That's amazing. Oh my God. We have 2 minutes left, and I'm just going to send you love. Does anybody have a comment about that? What we just did? You might feel a little bit lightheaded. You might be feeling like, what the hell just happened? Well, that's because you released a lot of energy, blockages, where you weren't able to connect with your guides, and now you have a better connection. You do. You will. Yeah, that was really cool. Thanks so much for joining me. And I'm sending you all so much love. And I'm going to send you a little healing in your back, David. Yeah, it looks like there's a cord going in there to all those people and events. Could be. It looks pretty dark. So we want to see, we pull the cord out, and then if you start thinking about them and interacting with them or hating them again, then the cord can come back. So, yeah. Yeah, that feels better. And remember to call on Jesus. I see him there with you. I'm sending you all so much love. So I hope you had a wonderful holiday and have an amazing New Year's, whether you're by yourself, looking at the moon and the stars, take a walk, or with friends and family. Love yourself and be in harmony with yourself, right? Okay. Take care. We are right on time. Okay, 1 o'clock. All right. Bye for now.